Hello and welcome to week 3. This week you're going to be learning about the High Priestess and the Empress, and then the twos. So this first video is going to be a little bit on the High Priestess and the Empress. So these cards are both very similar in that they're very strong feminine energy, and they're both very, very, very powerful women, but they are very different. So the High Priestess is the card of intuition. She is the High Priestess. She is the intuitive. She is the psychic. She is the know-all. She has all of the answers, right? Like, she is sacred knowledge and divine feminine, right? She is just a goddess. And we all have an inner High Priestess. Even men have an inner High Priestess. But this card is really about intuition. And she trusts her gut. And when you get this card in a lot of time in reading, it's a reminder to trust your intuition and to trust your knowledge, right? If you were trying to seek out an answer for advice and this card came up, I mean, it's literally saying to you, call upon your High Priestess, okay? It's also something that it represents only being things being understood through experience, and it's because it's about self, and it's about experience with self and following your gut and your heart and your instinct and the inner wisdom of yourself, okay? She is just intuitive and patient. She can be mysterious, but it's really just a card of following, like, we all have our higher self, right? So we all have a High Priestess, and it's really just a card of psychic ability and following one's intuition, okay? That's who she represents. And then you have the Empress, okay? This card is also a super powerful, I would say that the Empress herself is also a High Priestess, okay? But this card represents feminism and Mother Earth, okay? This card is more about nurturing energy and maternal protection and instinct, okay? Where the High Priestess is following your upper chakras and your crown chakra and your third eye, and the Empress is more the stability in the root chakra, and she represents Mother Earth, okay? She is a nurturer. She is also a badass, and she has that maternal protection instinct, okay? Where it comes like from the gut and from the earth and like from knowing physically in her body versus following her intuition, okay? The Empress represents abundance and creation. She is where the High Priestess is divine feminine. She is earthly femininity, right? She is beauty. She is nature. She is nurturing. She also represents motherhood. And she can represent being pregnant and being a mother. She can represent being a physical mother in the way that you take care of babies. She can represent somebody who's in the role of a teacher that is mothering and taking care of people. And then she can actually represent, like I said, being pregnant, but then she can just represent Mother Earth. She also represents abundance. So where the High Priestess is about sacred knowledge and inner wisdom, the Empress is about creativity and abundance. Okay, she's more of the earth, and think the Pentacles energy and the fire energy, where the High Priestess is more the Cups energy and the Swords energy of logic and reasoning. Okay, the Empress reminds you to have a nurturing side, and she reminds you to be protective and to be caring. So the difference between the two cards, if you pulled them for one, if you pulled the High Priestess, it would be saying, oh, follow your intuition, follow your gut. And then the Empress would say, get grounded. Listen to Mother Earth? What would Mother Earth tell you? What does your feminine instinct tell you? You know, it's about protection. So they are both High Priestesses, and they are both feminine, and they're both goddesses, but the High Priestess is more logic and brain and intuition and knowledge, where the Empress is more nurturing and abundance and creation and motherhood. So they are very much equal in badassness.